Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
All right, Mindy, you're hot in the W still. Let's see what you got for us with the Lynx taking on the Storm. The Storm are favored in this one by 1.5. The total has dropped here a point to 163.
Yeah, I got all of these modeled today. All of these games are pretty closely rated. I mean, it looks like either Vegas is right on with me or I'm right on with Vegas here today. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try the Storm. That's how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Storm. I think it's kind of an anomaly here with the Lynx. What did they put up, like 104 last time or something? It's just one of those, like, I just don't see them putting out that type of production, especially when they only average about 79 points a game here. So I am gonna go ahead and take the Storm at home. I think they're gonna bounce back here again today. So Storm 6-2 in their last 8 home games.
Wow.
ATS, that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, Storm, obviously, look, we know they're in a bit of a predicament right now, getting everything back together, but all of a sudden, find them favored in this game against the Lynx. Give them a little bit of credit here, I think that says to me. So I think I want to get on this with you here, Mindy, with the Storm. See what the chat has to say in this one. With Alan's here. Oh, we got Alan. All right. We got Alan to help us. Yeah.
Alan and Nathan.
All right, Mindy. Mindy gave out a pick on Twitter in the WNBA. Okay.
I gave out a first half.
Okay, I better make sure I'm paying attention. I better. All right, here comes Nathan says he may go with Minnesota. Okay, here's Alan's analysis here, leaning towards the Storm. Nafisa had 33 last game. They only won by 9. Nathan's on the Storm. D1 on the Storm. CTG on the Storm.
Good. There's more Storms than I thought. I feel like a toughie. Cool.
To this house we're born, to this world was wrong. Okay.
I know it.
Fernando on the under. Leroy says Storm. Here's Bobby going over. A little bit of conflict here. Miles says, watch out. Minnesota put up 100.
Oh, no. Have they ever scored 104 other than that? I feel like I just need to look it up at this point.
Okay,
how did you guys put up 104?
Take Seattle on this one.
Stats. Where are you at?
Here's the Fever on the road against the Mercury. The Fever is down to a 3-point road favorite right now. I guess the money's coming in on the Mercury. I don't know who is playing the Mercury. Who would have the guts to play the Mercury at this point, Mindy? This is a sick franchise. I don't know how else to call it. Maybe tonight's their night. I mean, everyone's going to win games here or there. You got to pick a spot. The Fever, look, you got the best. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I mean, you probably have it there. I think probably have the best spread team against the worst spread team.
Yeah, that's probably pretty close to that, right? Yeah, I mean, yes, I like the Fever, but my play is going to go ahead and be the over 161.5 here. I mean, if you take a look at the Fever, what they've been doing from 3, been outstanding. What they've been doing from 2, it's been outstanding, right? So yeah, I mean, these teams here should be able to put up enough points. Maybe I worry a little bit about about Phoenix here in this one. But yeah, man, I just think it's going to get over the total here. I think the Fever has a big night.
Yeah, the only worry is can
Mercury
Phoenix
still average like 75,
I
78
know, but they still throw in those 65
bunkers.
that feels like. I mean, look, at least Tarasi, I don't want to say that she is over the hill or she's costing. Her production is okay. At least she's got a good matchup tonight. Jefferson does. Look. I think Griner. Look, Aaliyah Boston's been great, but if you're going to put her on Griner is going to have a big night. I'm sure.
Well, they also usually get fouled more, because of that.
I'm going to
usually
I'm going to trust Red Hot Mindy Hahne. I'm sure Smith will have a big game. I'm sure Mitchell will have a big game for Indiana, and I think Griner will have a big game. Mercury aren't showing the ability to beat anybody at this point or come close to anybody. I'll take the over with you. I'm going to trust that you're right on. I'm not saying it like that, putting all the pressure on you. I mean, I feel like it's going to go over as well. I think Phoenix against very, very strong teams are going to have a little bit more scoring trouble than maybe they will against an Indiana team that's doing pretty well, but they're still 5-9.
Right. Well, here's if we go back to that last game here real quick, right? So the Lynx put up 104. Other than that, they were at 68, 67, 62, 77, 69. So yeah, they don't score 104 often.
Are the Mercury tanking for
Is
Clark?
Clark gonna go, or is she gonna stay? What's she gonna do?
Miles
making all that NIL money.
Yeah, it feels like so. Don't just ignore what Mindy said about the in Indiana. Get her premium picks. A lot of Fever support in this one, but I'll go the over because we like sides and totals, and I feel like it's an over. You do have a couple, grind. No one's going to be able. Maybe Aaliyah Boston will have a regular game, and she needs to if we're going to get the over. But man, the Mercury feel bad. I don't know if I feel bad for him. Okay, let's just take the over. And one more in the W tonight. It's a good one. All these games are played at the same time. Like I said, tough.
But at least I can watch them on different, channels.
There's no right. The baseball will be just wrapping up. There'll be only really one or two games really even at the tail end.
But it doesn't make any sense to me.
Tonight's all about the WNBA. What do you mean, Mindy? Here we go with the Aces. 7.5. They're down to 6.5. Look, the Liberty. This is a potential finals preview.
Right. I mean, the Sun's the only one that's got the Aces here this season, and it looks like some of that money's going in on the Liberty. Right? Was at 7.5. I don't think the Liberty's ever been, this much of an underdog. That's for sure. But geez, I think this one's going to be pretty closely rated. Might even be an overtime game. I don't know. I'm going to go over the total. I think it's going to be a shootout. Can't wait. It's going to be so fun. And also, I think the Aces, they had 12 turnovers or so last game. Not going to happen tonight. A lot more scoring.
Okay, I'm sure it'll be a high-scoring game. I don't know if it's a little bit too high for me to want to, stay too involved because all of a sudden, you do need both, going to need what, 87?
It has to pretty much both be in the 90s, right?
Oh God, that's too scary. They probably will. The Aces I'm going to take the Aces. I think I'm using my premium here because I can't go over. I'm scared at 174.5, especially, and no doubt this line has gone up a couple of points on the total from the overnight line of about a 172. Want want to say, let me take a look here and see what the lowest openers were. 172 at DraftKings, 172. Yeah.
Ramon's not being a steam chaser today.
No, but I will tell you this right now: Seattle's on the move. Seattle's up to 2.5. We're at Bet Online at the South Point right now. So maybe when we released it, because the timing is right, but there's no doubt we've missed our window, Mindy, a little bit. Seattle's up to 2.5 in that game
I'm
against
on the money line, Ramon. Was
the Lynx. Okay, that's fine. But I just want to let everybody know that if they were going to tail us, or if they like Seattle, go get 2. Maybe you get 2 right now before it goes up to 2.5, or take them on the money line safe tonight with 2 bad teams in that game. But this is the game of the night. This is the game of the season so far. Mindy, I'll take the Aces as I think it was going to be a premium for me, especially if the dip down to 6.5. But since I can't do the over, I'm scared. There's too many good defenders on the court. They think the Aces have the best defending guards, in my opinion, in the league. And I think with the Liberty, I think Jones and Laney, 2 of the best front court defenders in the league. So I know there's great scorers of these teams. I mean, Stewart, I would imagine, can go off in this game. Stewart and Asia Wilson probably have big games here. I also want to say
think that last one is going to kind of go to blows there with Vegas. They've been a feisty team this year too. So, it's going to be a drag out fight, I think, like you said. So we'll see how the ball bounces.
Yeah, and it's not talked about a lot, but I mean, I think there is a little bit of disdain for the Aces. Proven to have bent the rules. They did win the championship last year. Not correlating that helped them. It obviously could have and probably did benefit them. They paid a price for that, certainly. So I think there's some disdain within the league about how they accomplished it. Well, I'll tell you this before we get done with our WNBA segment, and we talked about the game with the Fever and the Mercury. The move is on the Mercury big time right now. I'm showing Bet Online is down to 2 minus 115 for Indiana. The money is just pouring in on the Mercury. I guess these sharps must love the Mercury today because for whatever reason, the money's coming in right now. More money coming in on the, or maybe there's an injury. I didn't see anything necessarily with Indiana. Did anybody have anything with Indiana? I know they have a clean injury report. Must be the sharps. Must be loving the Mercury. So if you do like the Fever, just hold on a little bit. Let the sharps put all their max bets in here at these lower limits right now and pound this line down because I'm showing it 2.5 mostly at everywhere. Let's see. Well, I didn't even go to the comments here on this last game. But, okay. D1 says take the Liberty first half and Ace says, whoo, that's some handicapping. New York with the points. And every time the Aces, they've, I want to say like some of their, the games that they've been failing to cover of late have been their big spread games where the other team has kind of come back. Yes, we've talked about the 30-point wins, but they've also been favored. And we've also seen it, right, where they've kind of opened 19, 18, 17, it's gone down, and then that other team is sneaking in there with that backdoor cover. So Leroy likes the points with the over. Miles says both teams will get to the 90s. Well, then this should be a highly entertaining game that everyone can enjoy tonight, without much sports going on. So enjoy it. Miles says Aces. Here's an under. Okay, a few other comments on some of those other games. Hello to Mike Allison here today. Yeah, the line did. The WNBA lines, if you're into it, you can be watching the screen right now. There's a little bit of action all over the place. Unfortunately, we're just missing it, Mindy. But yeah, there's totals are kind of total movement in that Lynx game a little bit. Every game is having some movement right now. But we'll get off the air and make the adjustments.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab, where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.